Hey guys, this is my son's 2001 Volkswagen Passat 4Motions 2.8 liter. It developed a little bit of a water leak and we were having to fill it up about once a week. And if you can see, there's some weeping right there. It was just this water sensor back here, but you really couldn't get to it without pulling the intake manifold. The O-ring was completely gone. There's an O-ring between the sensor and the housing, and the clip was shattered, so it was just kind of sitting in there, and the corrosion was holding the water in. It's one of the higher points of the engine, so it was only leaking when it was up to, brought up to pressure. He doesn't do much driving. He works about 2 miles away and occasionally goes here or there, but usually less than 5 miles one way each trip, so it never really got warm enough to pressure up good enough to pop that out, thankfully. Anyway, we're doing that. And also, when he bought this car, heater core was bad. That's why he got a good deal on it, and they had done this. So once we get the mechanicals worked out, we're going to go ahead and pull the, that's what this video would actually be. We're going to pull the dash and get the heater core out. There's a couple really good videos out there, so I'm just going to do like a summation just to show the work that we did. We're also going to put in a MP3 Bluetooth type upgraded radio, hook his amp up with a little speaker in the back, just do some upgrades for him, just making a better car for him. He really loves this car though. It's a nice car. I think he gave about $1,400 for it, and black leather, really nice car. It's just had a couple small problems that he was able to get it reasonably cheap. He's had it for a year now and has not had any major problems. I think we did an alternator on this car in another video. But that's all the work we've done. Anyway, we'll do some more work and continue on. Cool. Alright, so we've got everything cleaned up. Blew it all the ports out. Kind of cleaned up the manifold area. As you can see from the last one, I got the new sensor in. I'm sorry, same sensor, new O-ring and clip. Went down to the parts house, local place that has some pretty good deals, pretty good prices. We got my EGR tube, new intake manifold gaskets. Got the manifold cleaned up, as good as it needs to be. I'm not going to clean the ports in the inside of it because it's just going to go back on the car. But the tube, the little railing areas where the manifold gasket goes in, it's all cleaned up. And I also touched up where the injectors go. I haven't cleaned the injectors yet. I'm going to use some carb cleaner on those, I think, instead of brake cleaner, just to make sure I don't compromise anything. That's the old EGR hose. Just comparing it to the new one to make sure it was the right thing. And now we are going to start putting her back together. Hopefully we can get her done in a short while and start her up, verify the fix, and then we'll start on the inside. Alrighty, intake manifold's in. The torque on these is 10 Newton meters, which is about 84 inch-pounds. Those are all torqued, typical cross thing. The hard water lines down there, I don't know if you can see that, but those guys are super hard to get to. What I did was, I should have filmed it taken out, but lifted it up, I put a screwdriver in here to prop it up, and then I was able to get channel locks in there underneath the intake and loosen them. But sorry I didn't film that. Anyway, injectors are wiped down. I didn't spray them with, I was worried about compromising the O-rings. I don't have replacements, so I just wiped them off, and now we're ready to go in there. These bolts go down to 10 Newton meters also. So we'll get that on and look at some problems we've had with brittle lines breaking. We'll fix those and take another video. Almost forgot, Vaseline, O-rings, it's the right thing to do. Slips right in there, helps them slide in. I'm almost out, so, but yeah, just on those O-rings, just put a little Vaseline, pops, makes it slide right in, and it's makes your life a lot easier when you're seating these things. Plus you don't pinch one, catching on some dry spot or something.